Oh damn, it started raining, so expect a little bit rain noise right now, but hopefully that this is going to, it's not going to mess up with our audio per se. Hey everyone, welcome to Damage Scaling YouTube channel. I'm your host Eddie Wang, and today we are going to show you the moves that Yoshimitsu and Kunimitsu share. Of course, just a reminder, this is not exactly a Yoshimitsu video. This is a Kunimitsu video because it's the character I am really looking forward to play, not Yoshi, but it's going to serve as a reference because they do share quite a few moves. Some have different animations and different commands, but they feel kinda the same purpose as well. So it's really important to have Yoshi here today. So as you guys know, Kunimitsu is really close. We don't know exactly when yet. We can't even pre-order the season pass yet, but she is around the corner. And just a few days ago, Namco has updated the DLC content on Steam. They added a few more stuff in it, so expect Kunimitsu for the next following weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks from when this video is out, if the date is not out already. So it's going to be really fun. And I used to be a Kuni main back in Tag 2, and I was a really native Kunimitsu player. So I really hope that if you are watching this video and you expect to main Kuni, don't forget to hit your like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because this channel is about to become a lot more ninja like when Kunimitsu is out. So back in the days on Tag 2, my team was Jin and Kunimitsu, and it was called the Akatsuki team because Kunimitsu used to have a black costume with red claws as well, which resembled a lot Akatsuki in the Naruto series. As you guys know, the playstyle of these two characters are kinda different. Yoshi is more trolly and Kunimitsu is more straightforward. So in Tag 2, as Jin wasn't a character that really had damage while he had neutral, so I used to main the two for just the different purpose. So Kuni could do all the work of the damage that Jin couldn't do, and Jin could do all the neutral that Kunimitsu couldn't really do. So it was a really nice balance that I enjoyed, and it could intercalate in between both because Kuni neutral wasn't also really that great, but she was still a lot better than Jin in general when it comes down to actually make damage in the game. And so without much delays, let's start with the breakdown. And the first move I want to give you guys a heads up is 444, which is 444, this move right here. And this is a move that it's 15 frames for Yoshi, but I believe it's also 15 frames for Kuni, can't remember well, but it's a magic 4 launcher per se. It launches on counter hit, but this is 15 frames slower, so 4 frames slower than the regular magic 4s in the game. Another move they share, Yoshi has this draw stance right here, which is called Kinsho, and in Kinsho he has this move, and this is a move that Kunimitsu also has, and she used to do it with down forward 1+2 to get access to it. And while Yoshi cannot combo from it because it ends on a back turn position, Kunimitsu could actually duck jab into a full combo by doing a crouch cancelling setup, right? So it was really good. Another move they share, this position right here, they have the Aratama slash, this move right here. It's something they share as well, and it's also a counter hit launcher for Yoshi just as well as it is for Kuni. So this move in Tekken 7 now has a follow-up, which we believe to be 1-2-1, and when made from 1-1, there is a high possibility if the third hit is actually a screw move if you do not waste it on the beginning of your combos, meaning that just like the other ninjas outside of Yoshi, Kunimitsu will be able to do combos in a back turn position Another move they share from the back turn position, it's 3, this flip right here, and this flip knockdowns on hit and counter hit as well, so it's really nothing special, but it's safe. It's -4, but it puts you on a back turn position, so do not consider yourself that safe as well. Another move they share is the Oni kick, and Kunimitsu Oni kick is made with 3-3 and Yoshi is made with 4-3-3, and I believe Kunimitsu could combo from the second hit of her Oni kick, and Yoshi really cannot combo from it. Another move they share is the zigzag, which is forward. Yoshi is made with forward 3-4 and Kunimitsu is just made with 3-4 because her forward 3 is the Setsunagake stance. And the difference is that while Yoshi does this knee right here, Kunimitsu does a kick that puts you into a really bad spot, and even if you take, usually that leads to guaranteed stuff, like for example she can actually hit you with sword smash. Is also something they share, so we are going to get there as well, hopefully. Sword smash, another move they share, and we might as well just cover this right now. And sword smash is Yoshi is made with forward 2, and if you hit right on hit of the sword smash, there is going to be a cross, right? Yoshi is able to actually cross Zafina for a slash, and Kunimitsu is made different. She has to run, and while she runs, so at 1-4-4 forward into 1+2, and she will do the sword smash as well, so she takes a little bit more effort because she has to input 3 forwards. But the idea is that, for example, moves like zigzag and while standing 2 or 1+2 as well, she has a really strong 1+2. Those moves, if he connects near to a wall while you are struggling to recover, her sword smash becomes unblockable. So it's a really good move to do follow-ups when you get those moves as a counter hit. So really good stuff. And now we know for sure, because in the 1-1, which is another move they share, 1-1, this move right here, Kunimitsu now has a follow-up in 1-1, and her 1-1 is it's really crazy because now it has 1-1-2, and if 1-1-2 connects as a counter hit, there is a high chance that that move alone is going to be a counter hit wall splat, right? Because if it's near to a wall, it's going to wall splat. If it's not, it's still going to launch them away. So it's just a matter of we finding out if we can actually sword smash follow up that animation, as we used to do in Tag 2 in some moves, for example, and Revolution specifically, because Revolution Kuni was more powerful. So there is a high chance that these sword smash follow-ups are still in the game. So another move they share is something that it's not on the command list and is one of my favorite moves ever, and that is down forward 4. The down forward 4, Yoshi seems to have far less range, but it's kind of subjective to the character's hitboxes. But Kunimitsu usually hits from this range right here that you guys are seeing, maybe from here. Yeah, it hits. And while Yoshi doesn't really hit from that range, Kunimitsu does. And the move is +4, if I'm not mistaken, +4 on hit. And it punishes wake up mid kicks as well. And it has a lot going for it as well. Another move they share is down forward 1. It's one of my most favorite moves of Kunimitsu. While it's a 13 frame move, Kunimitsu down forward 1 is -1 if blocked and has a follow-up as well, while Yoshi has down forward 1-2 for a high that you can duck, and he also has down forward 1-4 for a mid, which is -12 on block. And Kunimitsu has only one follow-up, or used to have. We're not sure exactly if she's going to get more. The idea is that we hopefully that she gets at least one more, but the idea is that her Muten Cannon, this is what is called the Muten Cannon, it's down forward 1-3. It's a move that is used for eye wall splat launchers, meaning that you can put people into wall with down forward 1-3, but that move launches sky high and it is really not a natural combo counter. It is not a natural hit combo, so it doesn't combo on any circumstances the string. But if you are someone that likes to press buttons a lot, then Kuni's down forward 1-3, it's going to launch. Of course you can still attack low and avoid it, but her down forward 1 being -1 on block, then you are going to get hit by teleports, low parries, down forward force, and the other stuff that she has when she doesn't actually use follow-ups, because the recovery is kind of deceiving as well. So really good move. Another move they have is Fubuki. I really haven't covered Fubuki yet, and Fubuki is a 15 frame mid from Yoshi that can go straight to some really basic combos. But while the move is great in general, Yoshi melee from it is really not on the level of what it's really good. It's just a really good move that Yoshi can use. And Kunimitsu had it different. For example, her Fubuki is 8 frames startup. This is known, and at 8 frames you don't really get the move at 8 frames, because first it is really not a bufferable move per se, so you get the move at best at 9 frames if your execution is really on point with the character. Then you get that move at 9 frames startup, and when you do it like at 9 frames startup, you can punish anything that is -9 and it's really closer to you. So those moves that are -10, -13, -12, Kunimitsu can actually Fubuki those moves as well. And at the wall is where this move is dangerous, because mid screen is just a knockdown, and this is a different game from Tag 2, where the wake up game is a lot different. It's much easier to wake up on Tekken 7 than it was on Tag 2, so Fubuki might actually not be much of a great deal, unless of course the opponent is near a breakable wall. Then that move is going to be like a really counter hit launcher, or a launcher. It's a launcher at the wall per se. It wall splats and breaks walls for like some really damaging combos. So really good move at the wall. So another move I'm going to share is something that they both do, and it has a lot of melee as well, which is Slap You Silly. Slap You Silly, it's a move that is slightly slower than in general, but it's +7 on hit, at least for Kuni, and on counter hit is +12. This move being +12 on hit, Kunimitsu can down forward 1, back 1 into down forward 4. Yoshimitsu can also do that. They both can back 1 into 2-2, back 1 into 1-2, back 1 into 1-1, and Yoshi can also put his sword out and do Slap You Silly into 2-1, which is a guaranteed 36 damage. And Kunimitsu cannot do this one because she doesn't have that command, but what she does it different from Yoshi from Slap You Silly is that she can actually connect a Fubuki on counter hit and wall splats you for a big combos at the wall. So that move is really dangerous near a wall, another reinforcement that you get. So her 1-1, her Fubuki, her 2-2 are moves that are going to have this really particularity in general, so really be careful with those moves. So there are some generic stuff also that they share. For example, the Oni kicks is among these. They both get dizzy while doing it. In general, really not much of a great deal. There is also the follow-ups of the Oni kick, something also they share as well. The guillotine crowd kick is one of these moves, and this move from Yoshi intact used to be trash, but Kunimitsu already had these same exact properties that Tekken 7 guillotine crowd kick from Yoshimitsu has. So it's a launcher that is going to lead to full combos, and it's +4 on block. So Kunimitsu used to have this intact too, and Yoshi guillotine crowd kick wasn't really that great back then, but Kunimitsu already had like a really good move from the guillotine crowd kick, and she could do a lot of combos from it as well. Another move they share is Poison Wind. Poison Wind is this right here, and Kunimitsu only has one follow-up in Poison Wind, which is the guillotine crowd kick as well. They also have the Kurama Hito. Kurama Hito is up forward too, and this move is plus. Actually, it's maybe the only plus move Kunimitsu, the only plus low that Kunimitsu used to have, but it was quite slower. Not sure how many people use this, but this was a good move, and they can cancel it by holding it down. So Kurama Hito is really crazy because you can hold it down and cancel it, and when you cancel, Yoshi doesn't really get much from it, but Kunimitsu does, which is the whole point of her canceling her moves. They both can cancel Kurama Hito, and Kunimitsu gets a lot more melee because she has a low that launches and a mid also that launches while in full crouch, meaning that she has a full crouch mix-up game that helps her out on this position. So to give you guys an idea, her Setsunagake stance can be cancelled with back, but can be also cancelled with down back, which leads to a full crouch mix-up. Her Kurama Ito can be cancelled into a full crouch mix-up. There is also quite a few moves. If I remember correctly, her Musasabi stance, if you hold down after, she doesn't really stand and she will just go into a full crouch mix-up, and if you do not hold it down, she will just go into a while standing animation where you can use while standing 3, but you can also use full crouch mix-ups from Musasabi. Setsunagake alone also transitions into Musasabi for full crouch mix-ups as well, and her down forward 3-2, which is also a move they both share. Yoshi is made with while standing 3-2, and Kunimitsu is made with down forward 3-2, while the difference is that Kunimitsu 2, it's a low that launches and to connect both hits, while Yoshi is a natural hit combo. Kunimitsu it's only natural combo counter, meaning that if her down forward 3 connects on counter hit, then the launcher it's pretty much guaranteed at that point. So but I do expect that in Tekken 7 they give down forward 3 to the Feng treatment, and what I'm talking about the Feng treatment is that Feng has forward 3-4, right, which is a 16 frame long range mid that he can hit confirm into a launch if he catches up with forward 2-3 is good for that purpose, but that move used to be -10. Oh damn, it started raining, so expect a little bit rain noise right now, but hopefully that this is it's not going to mess up with our audio per se. Another move they share, the up forward 3, it's a hop kick version that they have, and up forward 3-4, it's what Kunimitsu has as a follow-up, really great. They also have up forward 4, which but then there is the Ninpo Shinkiro, which is going to be the last move they both share, and the Ninpo Shinkiro has a lot of things going for Yoshimitsu, but so does Kunimitsu. For example, if you do 4-4 1+2 with Yoshi, it gets into a back turn position from Ninpo Shinkiro. Kunimitsu has this by doing 4 forward 3+4 by holding back after. She is going to switch into a back turn position, but if Yoshi does, for example, 4 forward 3+4 1+2 and 3+4, again he has this animation right here, and Kunimitsu has 4 forward 3+4 2-4, which does is she switches from the Ninpo Shinkiro into the Saijin Kaisen move. What it's called, it's kind of weird, my Japanese is really not good. Saijin Kaisen, And what she does is an uppercut into a kick that she can also access it from the doton stance, meaning that she going to lower her hitbox really low enough, and then she's going to disappear and come out of the ground with an uppercut into a kick that used to bounce. So expect that move at least to screw on Tekken 7. If it goes to an out of bounds, then it's going to be a really good launch, but if it's just a screw, then it's going to be great as well, but with less combo extensions possibility. So really good move in general. And Kunimitsu can also cancel her shinkiro into Tobikage stance and into this move right here that Yoshi has, this move right here. Also that she also shares from the back turn position. So expect shinkiro to be an annoying move in Tekken 7. So there are these, and of course the last one, I forgot this, I was already forgetting this one. It's something that Yoshi can only access this move if he keeps his sword down. And I'm talking about the full crouch down forward 3, which is a move that Kunimitsu can also do. It's the low that allows her to combo from the full crouch mix-ups. And while Yoshi can do this regularly from his while standing 4, Kunimitsu couldn't. She had to do full crouch into while standing 4. After while standing 4, if you did while standing 4, you had to do down to 1-1, which is something that was similar for Yoshi, but she had to do down to 1-1. But if you really wanted to combo from this in Tag 2 and Revolution, you had to do full crouch, duck jab, jab cancel into a regular jab, and then go for like a forward 4 1-2-4, right? Forward 4 forward, which was 4-4 into Setsunagake into a 1-2-4 for a combo. But there is quite a few mods out there, for example, displaying some ideas. For example, that Kunimitsu could have a down 2-4, which would lead into a back turn position where she could then use follow-ups. And if you guys remember in Revolution Kuni, there is quite a different things that she could do. For example, she could do down forward 3-2 and then do a back 4, and the back 4 would put her into a back turn position, and she could continue combos from there. She could also do this from while standing 3, and I'm not exactly sure if this was a thing in Tag 2 because the recovery of back 4 wasn't really great. So this is another aspect of where I think the Tag 2 Kuni was kinda a prototype project, but the Revolution Kuni, even without the bounds, it's what was really made her a really much stronger character in general, because the repetitions that she would get from her combos were insane. For example, you could do forward 3+4 a lot from jabs. For example, you connect a launch, you do forward 3+4 jab, forward 3+4 jab. It was really good. You could also do set one for follow-ups as a combo filler, and wall carry a lot. So her wall carry was really no joke. Her damage wasn't really no joke as well. And there are quite a few mods of Kuni out there. The one I'm displaying to you on screen is something that I picked up from a small channel. Sorry, I couldn't really pick up the name, but if you guys remember the name, just link it here. So I'm going to link on the description. But it has like some really nice ideas. For example, they display what Kunimitsu set 2 is going to look like now, which is really good because her Setsunagake 2 is already a launch, but now it has a follow-up, so we can use that as a wall splat. We can also see the slide version of down 3, which is something that Tag 2 Kuni used to lack. Her down 3 on hit or counter hit was really bad for a slide, but in Revolution the slide was a counter hit launcher. Remember that Yoshi still has this slide, but he has to access it from Kinsho as well, and Kunimitsu can just do down 3 and go straight into a slide for a knockdown. Not sure if this combos on counter hit. Oh, it does. So Yoshi combos the slide on counter hit, and Kunimitsu also combos the slide on a counter hit animation as well. At least in Revolution she used to do that, so there is a high possibility that she could also do this in Tekken 7. Another move that Kunimitsu from Revolution that was really strong, it was while standing 2, because it was plus enough to actually connect forward 2-3 at the wall and wall splat and do combos for it. So look out for that move in general, and expect a little bit more, because we don't know exactly how she's going to play, but the idea is that at least the base of Revolution Kuni is what they are going to build on, not Tag 2, because a lot of people are talking about Tag 2. Tag 2 Kuni ship has sailed like a long ago, and then Revolution was a really nice improvement from Tag 2 Kuni. She wasn't really terrible at lows anymore, and she had a lot more going for her, more freedom even in combos. So I do not expect them to go lower than Revolution 2 Kuni. At least the standard is going to be Revolution 2 Kuni, which they are going to increase upon. And as I said, it's going to be crazy, guys. So hope you guys are there when we get to the final part, where we are going to break down Kunimitsu in the future. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and this is it for today. So hit your like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and don't miss out when Kunimitsu is out. See you guys real soon.